Now we're ready to start working on the rubric for the ESL endorsement courses. If you have a copy of the rubric from the Moodle site, you'll notice that it's very comprehensive. We have used all of the TESOL standards in this rubric. You won't need all of the standards, or even if you do use all the standards, you probably won't use all of the indicators for the artifact that you are using in this project. So I gave you a Word copy so that you can edit it as you will. As you go through these learning outcomes and decide which ones are appropriate for your artifact and which ones are not, you can edit in several ways. Perhaps you will decide that the whole first learning outcome or domain is not appropriate. So you might eliminate this all of number 1. And if so, just go through and select the rows for that learning outcome and delete them, like so. Whoops. Let's try that again. Like so. Okay, I've got all of domain 1 or standard 1 eliminated. Now for standard 2, maybe you look at this one and it's just perfect as is, so you're going to leave that one in there. But maybe 2B is not appropriate, so you can eliminate just 2B. Now, I don't want you to renumber these, so leave this one 2C. You just won't have a 2B. But we want to keep the numbering consistent for each indicator throughout this process. Now, another thing you might want to do, if you look down here at 2D, under the proficient category, actually that should say exemplary category, you have 3 different descriptors, and maybe it's just the first one you want, so you could eliminate the second 2, or you could eliminate the middle one, or you could eliminate the first 2. You can tailor these to your specific artifact. Just remember that to do it all the way across, be consistent all the way across the rubric. So if you modify this one, you'll also need to modify proficient, and you'll need to modify the minimal categories also. Now, another way that you can modify these to make them more closely reflect your artifact is to change the wording within each of the columns. So let's look at 2F now. For 2F, uses a range of resources, including the internet, to learn about world cultures and specifically the cultures of students in their classrooms, and apply that learning to instruction. Over under minimal, it says candidates have a general understanding of major cultural groups and begin to identify resources to increase their knowledge and understanding. You might want to massage that wording a bit to make it more closely reflect your artifact. Please do so. These don't have to be word for word identical. We just want to keep the structure the same all the way down. Continue that process through standards 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and until this reflects your artifact. Now, in the next assignment, you're going to go back to that artifact description, and you are going to itemize where each of these learning outcomes is reflected in that assignment. So be very strict with yourself here. I'd rather that you have ended up with maybe 10 good indicators than try to do too many and then not be able to show them in your assignment. Okay, If you have any questions about this, as with anything in this project, please let me know, and we will want to get everybody on a good path here.